Do you like parrots in Minecraft? Jungles? Jungle temples? Or the flower forest? If you answered yes to any of these questions, be sure to check out this amazing Minecraft seed featuring all these things right next to spawn. Let's check it out. So, spawning right here on this beautiful beach of this amazing jungle biome, we have right here, just about 20 blocks from spawn, a super cool jungle temple, right here. This jungle temple is a really nice one, because if we go in here, of course avoiding the traps, and go down here, we find ourselves in the loot chest 2 diamonds, as well as some gold ingots, bamboo, and a saddle, which is quite nice. Of course, solving the puzzle here, which I'm not sure if I did or not, but anyway, over here where the treasure is, we see we also have a bunch of iron in here, as well as lots of bones and more bamboo. Just a super nice thing to have. So of course from spawn here, just over here, also very close to spawn, we find ourselves in a flower forest. But not just any flower forest, a huge flower forest. These biomes do tend to be very small, so finding one of this size is actually quite rare. And you can see here it reaches all the way from there, all the way down to here. And there's so many flowers and amazing things in here, like beehives and such. You could make this one of the coolest base areas ever, really. And there's just amazing areas here to work in, like this little lake here, and this cool plains biome. But of course there's much more to the seed than these cool little features right next to spawn. Because just north from spawn, through this amazing ocean biome here, just down here a ways, we find ourselves running into some super cool ocean features. Like right down here, we find ourselves at a super cool shipwreck here. Looking in the shipwreck, we find ourselves with moss blocks, which is super cool because this is the easiest way of getting moss, azalea, and a lot of other amazing 1.17 items like the roots and stuff like that is just from this moss block here. We of course have poisonous potatoes, carrots, wheat, and more, which is super cool. Heading right over here, and through the rest of the shipwreck, we see this kind of hidden chest here, which has a buried treasure map in it, meaning from that treasure map you could probably find yourself some amazing loot. And right down here on the very bottom of the shipwreck, kind of in the captain's quarters, we have the treasure chest, which has emeralds, iron, and lapis. Just some nice little items to have here overall, and a super cool thing to have on any seed really, because then you get yourself some really cool ocean things. And again with the spawn being right on the beach over here, right here in the same ocean, we find ourselves here in this super cool grouping of underwater ruins. These have some super cool things in them, lots of loot chests and stuff like that. Like this one here, which has coal and mending. That's really cool. Mending book super close to spawn. That could be extremely useful on, let's say, your first silk touch or fortune pickaxe. We have here an unbreaking 2 fishing rod, which could be useful for getting some fish. And overall, just some really cool things in here. We have these really cool ruin structures, I think each of which actually has a chest, and you'll have to explore these and find out all the amazing things in these for yourself, but just a super nice thing to have and explore, as this is one of the largest groupings of these ocean ruins that can actually naturally generate. So at spawn here, going west from spawn, over here, through a really cool flower forest, and through this plains biome here, we're going to come right over here to a super cool village. Right here, it's actually a Taiga Village, and it's a pretty good sized one too. We see here we have lots of interesting houses, like this one here with a chimney. There's actually a very cool looking house in here. And overall, there's just lots of really cool houses in this area. Of course, there's villagers, like every village has, like the villagers that are right over here. Of course, there's not a massive amount of villagers, but there are some nice baby villagers here that'll grow up to populate this village. Just a really nice village to have, and of course, because it's somewhat close to spawn there, you could get your villagers over to spawn rather easily, and of course get a super cool purple bed in the process. So this is a cool Taiga village. So going southwest from spawn, right through a little bit of the jungle here, we come very quickly to this super cool jungle themed ruin portal. Now you can see it's specifically jungle themed because there's these jungle blocks that generated specifically along with it, which would not be in a normal ruin portal, and we can tell that because it did not generate in the jungle itself, but in this lake here. Looking in the loot chest here, we see we have some iron nuggets and a golden apple, as well as this priceless Curse of Vanishing golden sword. We have an almost completed portal here that really only need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, in fact 2 blocks of obsidian to finish, which would be super cool, so this could be a very easy way of getting yourself your first portal to the nether. and it's just surrounded by this beautiful jungle here, making it a really cool ruin portal to have. Finally, going northeast from spawn, kind of along the coast here of this super cool jungle biome, going through right some of this, we come here, right over here at the edge of this jungle, to this mountain biome, and right over here around the jungle edge here, we actually come to a swamp. And right here we have a witch hut. This witch hut actually generated in the land part of the swamp, which is rather rare, but there's still a witch in it, as well as a singular cat, and these actually have 3 spawn floors in them, making them ideal for witch farms. It's also cool because we have this really cool example of the jungle edge here, just a really interesting biome that's actually often overlooked. Heading back into the jungle here, we have a second jungle temple, which is a super nice thing to have. This one's basically as nice as the one that generated at spawn here. And going inside of it here, let's take an explore of it. So going down here, and to this side over here, we see right here, we have gold ingots and bamboo in the treasure there. If we go up over here past the traps, and we go down here into the treasure, which I think is on this side in this one, we see that this has more gold, bones, and rotten flesh. The cool thing about the temples here is that they're a really quick way of getting sticky pistons, as well as some redstone. And they could also be a really cool outpost for kind of, your journeys through the jungle. So there we have it, an amazing Minecraft jungle and flower forest seed, with lots of other interesting things in it as well. And the super cool jungle temple right next to spawn. Of course, the seed is on the screen right now, and when creating a new Minecraft world, if you go to more world options, then go to seed and type this in, then you will get this amazing seed for your very own on that world. If you guys enjoyed this Minecraft video, featuring these super cool biomes and areas, make sure to press the like button. Make sure to subscribe to see more content like this, make sure to share this video with your friends, and why not leave a comment and tell me what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.